Hi everyone, welcome to Power Plant Technology. In this session, we will see flue gas desulfurization. The main problem with thermal power plants are its emissions. In order to control the emissions, State Pollution Control Board regulated thermal power plants to limit the emissions by installing flue gas desulfurizations. First, we will see what is flue gas desulfurization. Flue gas desulfurization is nothing but reducing the SOx compounds from emissions. Why do we need flue gas desulfurization? Coal that we give to the boiler contain SOx compounds. These SOx compounds are not combustible, so as a result they are emitted from the flue gases emitted from the flue gases to the atmosphere. These SOx compounds reacts with water vapor present in the atmosphere to form acids such as H2SO4. This acid in atmosphere results in formation of acid rains. These acid rains are harmful to human beings, livestock, damaging the water bodies and agriculture. So it has become necessary to reduce the SOx compounds from the emissions. So what we are doing in desulfurization means the flue gas discharged from the boiler is fed into an absorber. In the absorber, a mixture of water and limestone is sprayed on the flue gas. The limestone slurry absorbs the SOx compound contained in the flue gas, reducing the emission of sulfur. Basically, SOx compounds that are present in the emissions are acidic in nature. Thereby, to neutralize, we need to mix this with alkaline reagents like lime and limestone. When we mix this acidic compound with alkaline compound, the resultant mixture will be neutral in nature. That means emissions that we get from the stack will contain reduced acidic properties. Lime contains pH of 12 and limestone contains pH of 7.5 to 8. These mixtures are mixed with the SOx, thereby reducing the acidic nature. The limestone reacts with SO2 to produce calcium sulfide. reacts with SO2, forms calcium sulfite, and this calcium sulfite in oxidization forms in gypsum CaSO4. This gypsum can be taken out when it is deposited. We will see the structure of the flue gas desulfurization unit. It mainly consists of bottom tank, where a mixture of limestone and water are mixed. Reciprocating pumps, one gas distribution panel, and spray nozzles, and a mist eliminator. Here, flue gas from the boiler is fed into the unit through this opening. This flue gas contains SOx compounds. Due to low density, this flue gas tries to move upwards. As a result, here one gas distribution tray is placed. The structure will be like this. Here it contains small holes where gas is eliminated from these holes. When this gas is eliminated from these holes, it reacts with the slurry mixture of limestone coming from the spray nozzles. As a result, SO2 mixes with the slurry, results in formation of calcium sulfate and fall into this tank, being highly dense. For this unit, we will be supplying oxidized air supply through the nozzles located here. As a result, this calcium sulfite reacts with the oxygen to form gypsum CaSO4. Gypsum. Being highly density, this gypsum deposits at the bottom of the tank. A door opening will be placed here. Through this door opening, the sludge will be collected. Here, reciprocating pumps are placed so that these pumps carry out the slurry mixture from bottom of the tank to the spray. From spray, it will be spray on flue gas, and moreover, the flue gas being light dense, it will be passed through this direction via the vent to the stack. The flue gas that we obtained from is a clean one, that is, concentration of SOx compounds will be very less. By this method, we can reduce 90 to 99% of SOx compounds. One more thing here is, here a mist eliminator is provided. The brown color part is the mist eliminator. The function of the mist eliminator is, when the flue gas tries to move out in this direction, here it will react with spray. As a result, the flue gas contains some water molecules. The shape of mist emulator will be in zigzag shape like this. When the flue gas mixture pass through this direction, which containing water vapor, it hits this mist eliminator base and the water bubbles will fall down and gas will be moved upward direction so that the water molecules will be deposited at the bottom. Once we will see overview of the topic. Flue gas passed through the desulfurization unit mixes with spray containing limestone and water results in formation of calcium sulfide CaSO3. This calcium sulfide in oxidation results in formation of gypsum CaSO4. Gypsum being a highly density compound settles at the bottom and can be removed from discharge lines. Flue gas which is free of SOx compounds will be moved away from the exhaust to the atmosphere. That's all today's topic. In upcoming sessions we will see another topic. Thank you.